Hi, my name is Renka, and in this short video I'm going to explain how we can connect Microsoft Project Online with Azure DevOps using FluentPro Integration Hub. Integration Hub is a cloud service that can be deployed very easily to connect Project Online to a variety of work management systems. So this allows individual teams to use the tool they are comfortable with while ensuring that the project in Project Online is kept synchronized with key events and tasks. In this video, we're going to demonstrate the integration with Azure DevOps, or Visual Studio Team System as it used to be known, or VSTS for short, but the mechanism works in similar ways when connecting to other systems. So let's jump right in and see what it can do. So here we are in Project Online, and I've already created a project previously that I now want to connect to DevOps. So I'm going to open this up for editing, jump straight into the project schedule. As we are going through this plan, you can see there are various phases defined in my project, reflecting the full project's lifecycle. And it is only tasks in my development phase that I want to connect to DevOps. I've already built a set of tasks here structured into two epics. So we have a hierarchy here, which we will see reflected in DevOps. When I deployed Integration Hub to my Project Online environment, I created a number of task custom fields that are shown here in this task view. And I'm now going to use these to drive the integration. So first of all, I'm going to mark all the tasks that should be included in the synchronization process in this column by putting a yes against those. Next, I'm going to choose the work item type, which I have configured with a drop-down list to match what I will find in DevOps. So I'm marking these as epics and tasks, and that's exactly what they will be when these tasks get pushed into DevOps. Finally, you will see here a column called DevOps target date. So that's a custom field because that's the date that I want to push to DevOps to indicate when I would like these tasks to be completed. So it's a way of communicating that information to my team members that will be using DevOps. Now, in my case, those target dates should fall in line with the finish dates that are planned for these tasks, or be even earlier. So now I just need to save and publish this project, and then I'm ready to sync this with DevOps. So let's switch to DevOps, and here I now need to create the project itself. So the sync is not going to do this automatically. I have to manually create this project that I want to talk to and decide on what work item process I'm going to use. Now you notice I've given it exactly the same name that I applied in Project Online, and that will mean that these two projects will talk to each other automatically. They can have different names, in which case I would have to enter the name I've given in DevOps into a custom fields I've created in Project Online. Okay, time now to access Integration Hub, which is deployed as a SharePoint app in my site collection. So let's go to it. We will find here an overview with some analysis of recent events, but let's go to scenarios and explain what we can see here. With scenarios, we define the direction and nature of integration between the two systems. So you can see here, we've defined two scenarios for integration, both directions, Project Online to DevOps, and then back the other way. So let's open up the first scenario and find out what has been configured therein. So on the first page, we can see details relating to Project Online. So we're declaring the Project Online address and indicating various fields configured in Project Online that the integration should be using. On the second page, we're doing the same for DevOps. On this page, you see field mapping, so declaring relationships between fields across the two systems. The dark gray shaded fields are built-in ones, and this is the standard configuration that comes with FluentPro, which I've accepted. And then you can see in the last row, I've added mapping for my target date custom fields. On the final page of this configuration, we define the schedule setting. In my case, you can see here, I said that this scenario should run on demand, which means I will click a button to execute it. Alternatively, this could be a scheduled service. So if I was to say here by schedule, then I would get further fields to indicate the frequency of the run, which could be every few minutes or just a few times a day, up to you. My second scenario, defining the integration from DevOps to Project Online, is configured in similar ways. So with the configuration options of these integration scenarios, we have tremendous flexibility to define exactly how systems should be talking to each other. You have control over what system can create tasks, for example, one or the other or both, which system can map assignments, dates, and so on. So let's run that first integration, Project Online to DevOps, manually kicked off here. And I can show you now that this is running by going to the little settings cog up there and looking at jobs. So you can see here, sync project online tasks with VSTS. Work items is the job that is running. And as I refresh this, you can see it's going from pending to in progress to complete. And that means the job is done. Each integration job leaves behind detailed log entries, so I can click on logs here and inspect all the event details that have been written. Time to return to DevOps and see what's happened to our DevOps projects after the integration has concluded. So let's look at work items, and bingo, here we are seeing epics and tasks reflecting the setup in the Project Online schedule. Let's inspect an individual task. We can see that the parent of this task is epic 1, so the hierarchy of tasks has come through. And I want to point out the sync to PO, sync to Project Online flag, which is set to true. Any task that has this set will be included in the integration with Project Online for future runs. Also connected here, we have the effort fields, original estimate, remaining work, completed work, and the target date. So let's now demonstrate integration going the other way. And the first thing we're going to do is assign team members to these various tasks, save and update that every time, and then we will demonstrate how these team member assignments will go back to Project Online. So let's run the second scenario of integration from DevOps back to Project Online. And once that's completed, we can go back to Project Online, open up our project. And as we scroll down to the tasks that are syncing with DevOps, we will find that our team members have been assigned to mirror the assignment in DevOps. And this is quite clever. It's actually added those team members to the team. So when we look at build teams in project, we can see these names showing up on the project team as a result of the assignment created in DevOps. Let's make some more updates in our DevOps project. So let's take a task and track it and say that we've done some work on it. So enter completed work, update remaining work, and then finally also modify the target date. And let's say that the target date cannot be met and we're going to delay the completion of this task. Let's save it. Run the integration scenario, and then check the project again in Project Online. So as we're looking at the plan and the task that we've updated, we can see actual work and completion percentage updated and the target date reflecting what has been entered in DevOps. So finally, let's add a brand new task in DevOps and prove that this can actually make its way into the project via this integration too. So new task with a team member assigned. We are clicking this flag to say that this should be synced with Project Online, entering hours and dates. And then finally, we're going to relate this task to the epic. So we're going to stay within the hierarchical structure of task within epic. Let's OK this and click Save. And then we shall run the integration yet again. Now we're seeing the new task added into our project schedule in Project Online with assignment, effort, and so on, target date. And we would now schedule this task into our project, amending the start and finish dates based on dependencies that we want to add in the project plan itself. And that concludes the scenarios we're going to demonstrate here. The final thing to point out is that the dashboard that we saw at the beginning of this will now reflect the various integration runs that have taken place. And we can see here as well a view of what FluentPro calls endpoints. So this is the number of projects that are connected, and this is actually the basis for the ongoing recurring charges of this software service. If you would like to know more detail about cost, implementation, and features of FluentPro Integration Hub, then please don't hesitate to get in touch.